So before this video starts, I just want to give a huge shout out to RadAustin27 for allowing me to use gameplay from his recent video last night. Video will be in the description as well as the link to his channel. Be sure to go subscribe to him if you're not already. Anyway, let's get into the video. So dragons have been popping up a lot in Black Ops 3 Zombies in every single map and even a little in multiplayer. In multiplayer, it's the Annihilator. There's a dragon carving on it, but however, I guess that's not all that serious. But however, I do believe that there's a dragon in Knockout in DLC2 map for multiplayer. But anyway, last night, RadAustin27 made a really good video explaining all of the connections with dragons in it, and yeah, I'll show you guys this first clip and then I'll explain it.
Sword. What's interesting is during this Easter egg, we see how different the swords contrast each other. When we first see the original sword we get before we upgrade it, we see it as an apothecary sword, and when we put the egg inside of it, if we take theater mode and we zoom in, all of a sudden we notice something inside the egg. Well, I'll be. What is that inside there? It looks like a tiny lizard.
So in case somehow you didn't know, there's a sword in Shadows of Evil, and you have to go around the map on the tram, and you gotta get 3 symbols, and then you gotta put them in within beast mode at the rift, and then you can collect your egg, and then once you finish charging you got the 4 spots, you can put it inside the sword, and then you can retrieve the sword, and then if you go into theater mode, there's a tiny lizard in there, and what I believe this lizard is, now, I do believe it's a dragon, but however, it could also be a baby apothecon, considered it's in an egg, which maybe it's like some other animal where it changes its look as it ages, because we haven't seen a full apothecon yet, we've only seen the face, and don't get me wrong, it could still be a dragon, but however, it is a possibility that it's just a very young apothecon.
But when Zetsubo no Shima happened, we ended up going to this crazy dragon room that many of us have gotten only glimpses at and have not really dove deep into analyzing. But one thing I want to point out right now is when we look inside the walls, there's a blueprint of an egg with a baby dragon.
Now, if we hold these 2 dragons side by side, they do look pretty similar if you look at the heads, but however, we can't really see a very detailed body of the dragon inside of the egg for Shadows of Evil, but we do in Zetsubo's, so it's kind of too early to confirm this, but however, let's go ahead and keep going. So then after this, he goes on and he explains the significance of the dragons inside of Shadows of Evil and their Eisendrache, and I'm just going to let you guys watch it, and then I'll explain it into my words and what I think of it.
The Easter egg is to cleanse the swords. We get the apothecary swords and we cleanse them to be keeper swords. The baby dragon egg, it would seem, is replaced with a keeper head instead. So it makes us think that the keepers don't like what's going on. This whole charging of the eggs are eliminated thanks to our keepers during the Easter egg. Then we jump to Der Eisendrache, where in that Easter egg we're cleansing a keeper and we find dragon eggs inside the area we cleanse him or battle him with dragon statue heads all around.
So in Shadows of Evil, we get rid of the dragon that's inside of the egg, and it is replaced with a keeper, or I'm just going to say dragon / apothecon, and it gets replaced with a keeper. And then in Der Eisendrache, we have to fix the keeper because it got corrupted on the way back, and we find dragon eggs a lot in there. There's like 8 of them in there. There's like 2 on each statue. And there's also a hole at the roof, which that's actually for the Panzers, because, you know, they gotta come in from somewhere. But however, he says that it is for the dragon when it left, which I don't have any evidence supporting that, so I'm just gonna say it's the right answer. These dragon eggs have not hatched yet, which means that these could be used in a future map, or they could... Like, what I mean by this is that they hatch and then they come over to DLC 3 or 4, and then we get to keep them, or... as like transportation or part of the Easter egg, like we make a mating call or something and they come. Oh god, that sounded wrong. We make a mating call and then they come over to us, and then we use them to open up something for the main Easter egg or something like that. But anyway, that's going to be my thoughts for dragons in Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to RadAustin27 as well for allowing me to use gameplay of his video. Anyway, guys, I'm Misk. Goodbye.